Hi, I'm Sue.
And I'm Lisa.
We have been teaching for a very long time. Looking back, we realized that we didn't know what we didn't know about being educators. We are simply here to share our stories, and hopefully you'll laugh along with us. The names have been changed to protect the innocent and the guilty.
Hey, Sue, how you doing?
I am so well, thank you.
Good. So I'm really excited about our podcast today.
Me too. We're continuing our discussion on retirement, but we made up a couple of new games.
We made a lot of phone calls to some of our friends in this podcast, and they're going to share
what people do after they retire from education.
And we decided to sprinkle those phone calls throughout this second episode.
Hello, Tammy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, question for you.
what you doing right now.
I'm sitting at my desk at school doing a long-term sub.
Wow.
So how was it going back to work after being retired for like a year and a half?
It's actually good. I'm only doing 2 days a week, so it's going pretty well. I have a student tell me, "You have a good day too, okay?"
Okay.
Stuck his head in the room and said, "You have a good day."
So talking to Tammy just now, it gave me an idea
ideas.
For our first million.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the millions we're making on this podcast.
Right. Billions. Do you know how that feeling of teaching when you've made a difference in a kid's life, they hug you, they say your name, Mrs. J, like that. They're just so excited.
Yeah, it's like a teacher high.
And what Tammy said, that's the part you miss is a kid handing you a drawing and saying, "I did this for you," or "I made this bracelet for you," and it's made out of whatever.
Right.
We could have a place where you go, like in the, how malls have all these empty stores. We could have like
an immersion room.
Yes, like an immersion room that you're the teacher.
And you go in there and you just get bombarded with
kids. It could just somehow be AI. I don't know how. But if we could just
little holograms.
Yes.
Little holograms of kids coming up.
Kids, I love you. Yes, you just tell them your name.
Yeah.
I'm Mrs. J. And then the kids talk to you and they make you feel so great. And they hand you pictures.
Well, some teachers would get like all that positive.
Yeah, that feeling. Even if it's just 5
from
minutes.
all the positive. But, we could have a spin on it.
Okay.
If a retired teacher feels like they're going to drink Kool-Aid and go back in teaching or go back into subbing.
No.
They go in and it's the opposite.
Chaos.
Where kids have boogers and
they call you. They call you an effer. Yeah, effer.
And then
they throw
it's like a reverse therapy where it's like, no, that's what it was about. Oh, and lots of correcting and they had to sit there
and the principal saying, "Can you come to my office?" That one. Shut the door.
So they'd be bombarded with all this stimuli of negative.
We're going to do it.
And then you're like, nope, I don't need it.
I don't need it. Okay.
I don't need it.
$20 for 10 minutes.
We're going to make hundreds of dollars.
Tens.
Tens of hundreds of dollars.
Tens.
Or as my granddaughter would say, if she's trying to think of the biggest. She's 5. The biggest number ever, she'll go, and it's 25.6. And I'm like,
we're going
I'm right. That's big.
25.6.
I go, "I love you," and she goes, "I love you too." And I'm like, "I love you 3." And she go, "I love you 25.6.
I like it.
I love it.
Hello.
Hey, Sue and Lisa.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, what you doing right now?
Right now.
Right now, I'm dragging clothes back up the stairs that have been in the laundry and making soup for my mom and getting packed to go to the cabin.
Wow. So your mom's living with you right now?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Oh, okay. It's just have to get ready because I'm trying to get meals, like get a pot of chicken soup and get stuff in the refrigerator and get the medications all set up and get everything ready so I can be gone.
You're a good daughter.
It's like deja vu, if you want a couple days off. It's like getting ready for a substitute.
Right.
If you want some time off, you do have to put in the prep time ahead of time.
Yes, and if you don't, you pay for it.
So you've been kind of helping out your mom a little bit?
We all have been helping.
I've been helping out my mom a little bit.
Yeah. I think it's part
of retirement.
Part of retirement is our parents get to that certain age where they aren't as independent as they were.
I've decided that I'm not going to do that to my children.
No. My theory is Put me at home.
Put me at home.
When you're a college kid,
Yeah.
you're put in a dorm to keep you safe.
Yeah.
And it's a good environment and you have friends. Nursing homes are not even a thing anymore unless you're at nearing the end of your time.
Right.
These retirement villas and villages and places for 50 plus, they have independent living, they have assisted living.
I know.
It's
I hope they're around when we are.
Oh yeah, they're going to get even better.
Hey, so isn't your mom's kind of like Hollywood?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we toured some. This one had a pool that went shallow to deep on the edge, not this way, so that you could walk back and forth.
Nice.
And then it had a pool that you could put a wheelchair in, and then you could stand up with these handrails, and then you could walk. It had a treadmill, underwater treadmill.
Nice.
Never heard of an underwater treadmill.
Our last podcast, we talked about retirement and things to do. And one thing that I see now that I go to the Y and drop off my grandkids and kind of work out there and stuff, pickleball is huge.
Yes, pickleball.
You never mess with a pickleball person.
No. And
they are vicious.
they'll get you.
They are vicious.
These retirement villages that we looked at, when you sit down, they have a wine list. I know. Wine list, which is like the Hess Chardonnay or
My
the
aunt
Sycamore.
and uncle, they were in assisted living and they always had their cocktail hour.
Yeah. And when we were touring these places with my mom, this lady came up to us and said, "Oh, I just love it here. You're good." And then they put out pizza and we wanted to kind of
So my aunt Eileen, she was amazing and she had a young spirit and she had one of those driving little carts.
Oh,
like
yes.
those carts when they were assisted living. And one day, her and another lady, they were at the end of the hall waiting to go down the hall. So they started to race.
Nice. That's what you and I would do.
And they were plowing down there.
You and I would
She goes,
so do that.
"I scratched up my scooter a little bit, but I won."
But I would. Okay, well, I thought of a game, Lisa.
Yeah, okay.
We worked with 8, 9, and 10-year-olds, some 11-year-olds in there for over 30 years.
35.
And now we have moms who are in their 80s. The game, it's called Who Said That?
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to say something. You have to either say third grader or was it our mom?
Okay, so should we come up with things? Because it's very, very challenging.
Yes.
Especially like for me, moving home to help out and stuff, and my sister, and thank goodness she's there all the time, but thank goodness I get to go back and forth.
And my mom is very grateful and sweet.
Yeah, and so is my mom. They're sweet, but I think they have more time, and so they think more about the things that they see and around them that bugs them,
well, let's
or their
take,
feelings. So
let's take a little break and we'll come back with Who Said That?
So we're going to play this little game.
Yes.
But I want to
preface
this. We just had a thing on ageism, and we're not about ageism, but it is interesting how it does seem to be like life is a horseshoe, and that the older you get closer to when you were younger.
Yeah, you become more of a parent for them.
I'm my parents' parent. That's what I mean. I don't want my kids to be my parent.
Your 5 senses start to diminish, so you don't see very well. You don't hear very well. My mom can't taste.
And it's sad.
It's sad. But also, you're lucky to have made it to be in your 80s. Absolutely. The alternative is not great.
Right. But then you got somebody like Carol Burnett.
Yeah. She's so sharp.
Oh my gosh, she's like 91 or something, and she's 91. As sharp. And
she's in a new Netflix series.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's awesome. And Dick Van Dyke, he's like 100, and Betty White. So there are people that are just stay as sharp to the end. But I think in all, something that's kind of typically characteristic is you become a little more hedonistic. You start to think more about yourself.
Right. It's funny.
It is funny. I've noticed too, I'm a little more self-absorbed. Like, wait, my time is precious.
When I was writing this book, I didn't know what I didn't know. I had a whole chapter. My teeny grandma was fantastic. But in the end, I'll never forget sitting in a restaurant, and my husband was pretty new at the time, and my grandma always had to order her baked potato, right? Mm-hmm. But she would just nitpick at it, and she would push aside the bits that she didn't want to eat. Mm-hmm. Well, my husband had ordered a taco salad in a shell, and she thought that was a trash can. And she kept throwing her bits of potato, and he was too polite to be like, "Teeny grandma, stop throwing your potato bits in my taco salad bowl." She had no idea. So
yeah, and the thing is, it is sad, and we're all going to get there. We're all going to be older like that. But I just think if you can't,
you have to laugh.
You got to laugh a little on it. So there's so many commonalities between 5-6-year-old and an older person. Yeah. And the funny thing is, but when they're really little, it's cute. But when they're older, it's not as cute. And I think because we all know we're going to get there. We don't want to do that.
Well, we also feel we won't.
We won't, yes.
I'm not going to have
that's what I mean. My mom, she's very active. She's going to be 88. She goes out with her friends all the time. She's doing all these things. But I love it when she says, well, I've got to go run bingo at the nursing home for the old people.
Yeah,
and I think that's just...
It is tricky. What is old? When you're talking to your mom, you're like, well, there's this old guy. Nope.
So I love the young spirit. Yes.
Okay, so let's play this game.
Okay.
Who said that? You have to decide, was it a child or was it our moms?
Right. Or could it be both?
Or I suppose.
Okay.
Okay, you go ahead, Lisa.
Okay, ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I guess I'll just watch TV alone then.
That's a mom. That's a mom, man.
Okay.
Okay, this tastes yucky.
Kid.
That is kid.
Okay.
Yucky.
Are you going to make me supper?
That's your mom. Well, actually, that sounds like Mackenzie, too.
No, it's
not Kenzie?
Yep.
It's not your child? Okay.
No.
Okay, that would be an older child. There
Yeah,
you
it would
go.
be my granddaughter.
Okay.
I can't put my shoes on.
Sounds like both.
Is both.
That is both. Okay. Well, speaking of shoes, I can't find my shoes.
Mom.
It's both. Because,
both.
The third graders in the hallway, they can never find their shoes. Right. They're always kicking them down the hall. Okay.
I just want to be with my friends.
Ooh. That's kids.
No, it's my mom.
Wow. Okay. I can't figure out this iPad.
Oh my God, I had that one too.
Oh,
my iPad isn't working.
That's a mom.
Oh.
Kids have iPads figured out before they're even able to walk.
Oh, yeah.
That's his face.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to... Look for the 3 dots.
I looked it up on the iPad.
Yeah, that's on the iPad. I looked it up on the internet.
The iPad.
Do you know I always had a phrase? If I can teach 38-year-olds how to use an iPad, then I can teach one 80-year-old.
I know.
Please, God, help me.
Can I go with you to the store?
Well, that's got to be your mom.
Yeah, both.
Probably. Will you clip my toenails? Okay. That
is a mom because kids don't ask their toenails.
They don't care.
Can you quiet down? I'm watching TV.
It's got to be your mom. Yes. Have you seen that new show on Netflix?
Yeah, your mom.
That's my mom. Yeah. By the way, then she tells me the entire plot, including how it works out. And I'm like,
she gets the plot.
I'm not going to watch that then.
Don't talk to me right now. The Brewers are on.
Your mom. Let's see.
I'm not sleeping. I'm just resting my eyes.
That's a mom. That's a mom.
Where are you going again?
That could be both, because kids, when the teacher leaves, why are you leaving the classroom?
All they do is talk.
Yeah, that's your mom. We already have that one. And again, if our moms listened to this podcast, we wouldn't be doing this.
No, we wouldn't. Yeah. Where's my coat? Here it is. That's not my coat. Yes, it is. No, that's not my coat.
That's bold. No.
My mom.
Well, kids do that all the time. Where's my coat?
Where's my coat?
What, did you even wear one today? I don't know.
Turn up the TV.
That's a mom.
Yeah, kids.
How about this one? Let's go to Culver's.
Both.
That is both.
You see, a lot of these are both.
Yeah. So, kids love sweets, but moms get to love sweets.
Nobody likes me.
That's kids.
Yeah. Here's the best one. I can't sleep anymore.
That's a mom.
Yeah. And this is my favorite.
Okay.
I can't go to bed. I forgot how to sleep.
Oh, that's a kid.
Yeah.
I had a kid say that to me. I don't know.
I know. That's my granddaughter. I can't go to bed. I forgot how to sleep. I love it. All right.
Okay, Lisa. Well, that was a good game. Thanks.
That was fun. It's so funny the similarities. Yeah. You couldn't tell. Both.
If you have any more similarities that we missed, could you please email us? podcastwedidn'tknow@gmail.com. Podcast we didn't know, all one word.
Right.
There's a very odd thing that happens to you as you age. The first time you go to the eye doctor and they hand you a little book and there's this little print. I'm like, what the hell is this? And they make you see if you need to have a reading glasses or whatever. I'm like, screw you. And the other one was when they made the appointment for your colonoscopy. I'm like, screw this.
Here's the question.
Yes.
At what point is the indicators that you now know that you have reached an older age? Okay, back for I got one.
Okay, go.
When you can actually drive up to Culver's and can say senior citizen at 55.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to a lovely store on Tuesdays with Senior Citizen Day, and she just gave me the discount with even asking. What a bitch.
When you need reading glasses.
This is a long one, but I'm just going to say it as succinctly as I can. I had to use the nurse line for a symptom I was having. And when they gave me a prescription, they asked me this question. Does your husband feel that you've been foggy or having problems with memory? And I said, I got an A+ answer. You ready for the answer? I said, why would you ask about him? He's the one with the memory problems. And then she started laughing just like that. And she goes, A+ answer. That's proof you don't have any dementia. And I'm like, yes. Okay.
When you have to get your shingle shot.
When they pursue you at Costco and want to give you your COVID booster because you're elderly.
You keep getting ARP cards in the mail.
When they call you ma'am.
Ma'am, I know. Excuse me, ma'am.
Jerks. Lots of things come in the mail, Lisa.
Lots of things come in the mail.
Hearing aid? What? Do you hearing aid? What?
When you have to lift your glasses to read something.
How about when you get a reverse mortgage? Would you like to do a reverse mortgage? Whatever.
When you need a new mattress because you're...
Yeah, just because your back can't take it anymore.
Oh, when you need orthotics.
On your shoes?
Yeah.
When you like,
that could be
when you like orthotics. Is that
when you start looking at a new exercise program and like, ooh, chair yoga, chair Pilates? That sounds
when
good.
you start doing Tai Chi for real? It's wonderful, people. Yeah. It's fabulous.
How else do you know when you're gotten old?
When you no longer care about doing your toenails because your feet are so skankalicious.
Ew.
No.
When taking a shower is an effort.
Yeah. When you have to plan out your shower movements. How am I going to get my back today? I hope I don't fall. Most problems and most injuries occur in the bathroom. When they stop giving you pap smears. They don't do that anymore. They're like, yeah, we don't care. You just don't need one.
That's because they're afraid to open it up because of moths.
God!
Moths.
Open it up! Lisa! This is rated PG-13.
Moths will come out and go, poof.
That's Lisa's.
A puff of dust. Poof. Some spiders. No. When you start to need a shoehorn to put your shoes on.
A long shoehorn. When you don't even think about needing any monthly fund toiletries or getting pregnant, because it would be just the second coming of Jesus, because there's no way.
When your hot flashes
are gone. Again. No, when they're gone. I'm totally.
Still hot flashing.
I am done. When you're just like, I don't care. Look at me, I don't care.
When you stop wearing dress-up clothes or high heels.
Dress-up clothes. When you just wear weird pleated pants that are polyester.
When you go to
pleated polyester pants. When you have the aisle seat and people are like, oh yeah, you need the aisle seat,
I've got one. This is one that drives my daughter crazy. When you're older and you hold the phone out and put the speaker on in public. Because
that's easy. You don't know how to text either.
No, but yeah. And today I saw two ladies walking down the street.
Hi, Bertha.
And they're talking with their phone out in front of them on speaker versus holding it to their ear.
That is funny. Yeah, holding it to you, that's no good.
What else? Gray hair.
Yeah. Oh, when you get up in the morning and you're like, I only went to the bathroom twice last night. Score! I didn't normally
sleep.
It's 3 or 4 times.
When you have to start making appointments for colonoscopy.
Oh, every 5 or 10 years, that's it. Although I have heard, and I'm happy, all of you under the age of 50, they're saying colonoscopies maybe starting now around 40 or 45.
I started at 38.
Exactly.
Because of my dad, though.
And this is another,
because of my dad.
Get a colonoscopy, have your boob smash. If you're, don't men get breast cancer? They should have get a boob smash.
Can.
Get checked out regularly.
How else will you know?
There's just, when you're not shocked when you have something wrong, like you're going to need a crown. I'm like, for my head, I'd like a tiara, please.
This is reference to a friend's parent, but the day when I have to start plotting my route to somewhere where I only will make right turns. I only make right turns.
Because you don't want to cross traffic?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's too dangerous. Oh, God. Okay, those of you who have electric bikes, knock it off.
Yeah. I can't do it. I'm too much of a biker.
But it also, just knock it off. You're not biking. You're on a motorcycle, okay?
I know a lot of people that have them.
I don't.
Our friend just got one.
I don't care. I think that it's cheating, and I think just get a motorbike.
Well, you know what?
Shouldn't be on the bike trails.
But if somebody really like a bad, I don't know, then it could help them up steep hills.
That's fine, and I would like that as well. However, sometimes I'm on the bike trail, and
they go whizzing by at 35 miles an hour.
They need real horns then. Something. They just go whizzing by. You know, when you talk like this, you can knock someone over. That's when you know you're old. The last one I want to say is just recovering from injuries. So there's a comic that my brother sent me, and it's about aging. And
a comic,
like an old-fashioned comic. So the first panel, you see a guy, and he's holding his arm, and he's quite young-looking. And it says, "How'd you hurt yourself?" And he says, "I fell off the house and got hit by a car, but I'm feeling pretty good now." And then the second one, he looks kind of middle-aged. And he's got the same injury. He says, "How did you hurt yourself?" "I slipped on some grass and I fell on my arm and broke it." In the third panel, it says he's 60 years old. "How'd you hurt yourself?" "I was trying to open a peanut butter jar."
It's true, though.
It is true.
Yeah, like last year I was running through the yard and I hit a hole and I face planted basically.
Yes.
Usually as a kid I'd hop up and keep running, right?
Yes.
It took me 2 weeks to get over in chiropractic care.
Hello, Fancy. Fancy, it's Sue and Lisa sitting in the scamper.
So what are you doing
right now? As a retiree, what you doing?
I am about to walk out the door to go grocery shopping. We are hosting a little family get-together.
Ooh, having company. Sounds like fun. Tell Sue, your husband has a new hobby.
My husband has a new hobby. Oh, cars?
Car collecting.
Yeah.
Matchbox?
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Less storage. We want to drive one of those muscle cars he's gotten. Yeah. Would you trust me? Mike, will you trust me in one of those muscle cars?
Mike, will you trust Lisa with one of your cars?
They know.
What'd he say?
Send you a picture.
Oh. I'll Photoshop myself in it. Well, you have a wonderful time. Tell Mike I will send him my AAA driving report. I'm a safe driver.
I would think that you'd be able to drive anything he has in his.
I did drive a semi. That's one of my claim to fame.
I've heard that story.
Probably 1 million times.
No, just maybe 7 times. Wait, no. I've only heard it
6 times.
I like it.
Okay. Well,
all right.
Talk to you later, dear.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You enjoying your retirement?
Always.
How long have you been retired?
6 years almost.
Nice. But you spent a lot of time subbing.
5 years.
So 1 year of true happiness.
I didn't sub that much. After the first year, I didn't sub that much.
So what is the craziest thing you've done since retirement?
We've been doing a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
She is the travel maniac.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Since you retired, how many countries do you think you've been to?
Oh, I don't know. Since I retired, 10, 12, something like that.
Nice. Very nice.
Well, Sue's going to take me around the country in this little scamper.
Oh, yeah. That sounds wonderful.
Actually, my dream is to get a little camper like this, and Alaska's the last state I have to go to, and take it up to Alaska.
I'm starting to make a list of the things I need to pack to go to Portugal.
That's right. We're going to be in Portugal the same time. Different places. All right, my dear. Have a wonderful day.
Oh, you too. Thanks. Yep. Bye-bye.
I will say, aren't you just so tired? I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. That part I didn't realize was going to happen. The caffeine for me wears off at noon, and I'm like, But that was a good episode, Lisa.
Please share. Please review. Please comment.
Go back to the beginning and listen again.
Yeah.
We used to have a lot of listens in the beginning, and we have not lost any steam. If anything, we're funnier because we're older and we're smarter. So thanks for sharing.
Take care.
Bye. Bye. Thanks for listening to our podcast. We didn't know what we didn't know. We'll see you next time.